On today's video, we are going to be taking some day trips from Tokyo to explore some incredible places. First, we're heading to see the most Instagrammable views of Mount Fuji. Then we're off to Nikko to visit the stunning Kegon Falls and the beautiful Nikkō Tōshō-gū temple. And to end the day, we're exploring the nightlife in the Golden Gai back in Tokyo. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Everyone, today is a new day and we are going to Mount Fuji, and you guys, there's not a cloud in the sky, so crossing our fingers that we are actually going to see Mount Fuji, because it's very difficult to see. Sometimes there's just lots of clouds, it's rainy, but today was like the one day in our itinerary that said it wasn't going to rain, because it's going to be pretty rainy a lot while we're here. So we are really crossing our fingers. We booked a tour. Sometimes those tours are just easy. It's going to go from Tokyo all the way there. It's going to have several stops. Some of the iconic photo spots as well are going to be part of the stops. And then we're just going to come back to Tokyo. We just found that this was the easiest way. It wasn't really that expensive. It was, I believe, $50 per person. And they take care of all the transportation. There is a meetup spot, so we're gonna go have breakfast and then meet up with everyone else to start our day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, we made it to the meeting spots. It's a little bit chaotic, so they do have flags. You just find your flag. They're gonna send you an email with the information, and then you gotta find your tour guide. Our email had our tour guide's name, so it was pretty easy to find him, but it can be a little chaotic. I do recommend getting here a little bit earlier. Once you check in, he'll tell you what designated seats you have on the bus, and you're good to go. But let me just show you guys how chaotic this can be. So as you can see, there's just people everywhere. So come with a little bit of extra time, because it can be a little difficult to find your guide. We found our bus, and you can see there's just a whole bunch of buses lined up here. We have made it to the area where Mount Fuji is. So they stop at a rest area, so you can use the restroom or buy any water, any snacks that you want. And then the next stop is actually going to be Mount Fuji, hopefully. The first location that we went to was Lake KAWAGUCHI. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing these names right, but we try. We made it! Look how pretty! It is busy, but still, it looks really nice. I know, we got lucky. So our tour guide said that this is the legit ice cream. There's an ice cream stand in the front, but no, you have to walk a little bit, and then this is where it's at. I think we're gonna get these two. We're gonna get lavender Japanese maple with a little Kuyuhu grape and shine muscat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. All right, we're gonna eat them. Try it out. Woo-hoo. That is really good. Wow. All right, here's the second one. They're both really good. Can't go wrong with either or. You guys, don't drop your ice cream. So a little tip is, where the ice cream shop is, if you walk down, you'll find this little corner here, perfect for a picture. As you can see, people like taking pictures here. It's just nobody's in your background. The mountain is like straight in the center. It's just a really good spot. These are some of the plants that you can find here. There's just so many. It's such a beautiful garden.
Oshi Park is a beautiful park located right next to Lake Kawaguchi, and it has so much to see. They have long walkways, there's lots of seasonal flowers that bloom throughout the year. It's a very popular photo spot because Mount Fuji lines up perfectly behind the flowers and lake, and it just feels super peaceful, scenic, very, very tranquil. It's one of the prettiest places to enjoy Mount Fuji.
So this has a lot of people. I would recommend going all the way down how we went to get in front of the lake, and there's way less people. You'll probably get a nice shot without tourists in the back. So this is the fake ice cream. Don't get it here. There's no line, of course, but that's not where you want the ice cream.
Since this is a scenic tour of Mount Fuji, our next spot is a super random place, and it's the infamous LAWSON convenience store. It's really known because of Instagram. You spend literally like 10 minutes there and then you go and have lunch. Now, this lunch you do have to pay for, but they coordinate it all and they drop you off, you eat, and you then head on to the next spot. The meal was really good. I highly recommend it. Our third location was the OSHINO HAKKAI, and it's a small traditional village near Mount Fuji known for its 8 clear spring ponds filled with pure snow melt from the mountain. And visitors come to see this beautiful water. There's lots of old style houses. You have local street food, which can be very interesting, and of course, views of Mount Fuji. It is pretty busy. I will say that out of the whole tour that we did this day, this probably felt the most busiest. There was just so much going on that it just felt very busy. You didn't really spend a lot of time here. I think it was like maybe 30 minutes, but it was still nice to try the water and also try a lot of like the local vendors, you know, things they were selling. Plus, you got a little bit of a glimpse of the traditional rural Japan lifestyle.
Give me more food! Let's taste this. Oh my gosh, that's so bright. It tastes good. It doesn't taste like anything, really. Not too bad. I like it. Tastes fresh. Alright guys, green peach tea. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Yeah, right?
How much is it?
I don't know. That was a little, I was going for
No. So good. Please sell it in a powder so you can bring it home. Try Mount Fuji water. It tasted really fresh. That market was kind of wild. There is a lot to see, taste. I mean, it was kind of crazy in there. But it was fun. Make sure to just walk around. You don't get a lot of time here, but just enough to walk around and just kind of explore what they have going on.
Now, our fourth stop was the HIKAWA clock shop. And it's a small shop that became famous because of the street view behind it. And who made it famous? Well, Instagram. Can you tell there's a theme here with this store? It's all basically Instagram famous spots, but from this spot you can see a straight road lined with buildings that leads right to Mount Fuji in the background. It's very Instagrammable. People love taking photos of it. But from here, we then walked to our next location. So I will say this kind of end of the tour, there was a lot of walking. I do want to kind of point that out. If it is difficult for you to walk, or if you have, you know, any sort of disability that prohibits you from walking, it's a lot of walking.
So we officially have to go up 300 steps. That's a lot of steps, so be prepared.
if you want to get to see the picturesque thingy. I don't even know. I can't think right now. It's a lot of steps.
And this park is called the ARAKURAYAMA Sengen Park. It's super scenic and it's famous for its amazing views of Mount Fuji and the iconic Shirado Pagoda. Visitors climb a whole bunch of stairs, so be prepared. And then there's a line for the observation deck for you to take that infamous Mount Fuji photo.
We conquered, we got our photo. There are a lot of people, but just be patient. You'll get the shot. You will definitely get the shot. We got some good photos. We're happy. Now we have 10 minutes to get to the bus. So let's see if we can make this happen because it's kind of far, the bus station.
The tour actually drops you off at the SHINJUKU station. So from there, we decided to just walk through SHINJUKU. We saw the infamous cat. That cat was pretty neat, not gonna lie. And I'm not even a cat person, but definitely go check it out because it looks so real. And then we also saw the infamous Godzilla. This thing is pretty neat, and I feel like it is just Shinjuku's staple. You know, if you haven't seen the Godzilla, you haven't been to Shinjuku. But all in all, we had a great day this day. I really love those tours. You don't have to worry about transportation, even some of the meals they help coordinate, and it just makes it really easy and convenient. We ended the night at our rooftop bar with a pizza and some beer, and then we got ready the next day to do another tour. And this one, we are going to be visiting Nikko.
Good morning, everyone. We are on our way to Nikko. And let me tell you, we had a crazy morning. We're finally on the bus, but we decided to grab an Uber instead of going on the public transportation, and that was a huge mistake. Y'all, this Uber we got was the taxi kind, and he took us the long route, and we almost missed our tour bus by like 2 minutes. And then to top it off, it was so expensive. It was like close to $50 for something that should have been $20. So learn from our mistake. Just wake up earlier and go on the public transportation. But anyways, we are on our way to Nikko. We are going to see a couple things. Hopefully we'll see some leaf changes. Nikko is located north of Tokyo, and we're hoping to see some of the leaf changes. It's still not quite cold enough, so we may get lucky, but maybe not. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this adventure.
Out of all the tours, this was the longest drive. This was about 2 hours and 45 minutes to get to. It's pretty far up north, but I think it was probably one of the most surprising tours that we've done because everything was just so beautiful. The first stop was the CHUZENJI Lake.
We have officially made it to the first location, and there are so many tour buses. We're only here for 20 minutes, but it is a beautiful lake. They have the most beautiful leaves changing. It's not 100% fall yet, but we do get a little bit of a glimpse. As you can see, there's quite a bit of red, orange. I'm sure like in 2 weeks, this is gonna look amazing. So we're gonna try to touch the water because this is a very sacred mountain. And we figured, you know, this is probably the only chance I'm gonna get to touch this water. Let's go do it.
Now, Lake CHUZENJI is a peaceful mountain lake near the city of Nikko. It was formed by volcanic eruption from Mount Nantai a long time ago, and people visit the lake for the beautiful nature. There's boat rides and views that change with the season, especially colorful fall leaves. Unfortunately, we were still there a little too early, but we did get a little bit of the glimpse of the leaves changing, and I can only imagine when it's like peak leaf changing season. This probably looks absolutely stunning. It's close to the famous Kegon Falls, which makes it a super popular stop when exploring the Nikko area. And as you can assume, the second location was going to be the Kegon Falls, and they are located in the Nikko National Park.
We have made it to the Nikko National Park, and it's very beautiful. There's a huge waterfall. We learned though that in order to get to the bottom of the waterfall, there is an elevator that you can take, and it costs 600. So keep that in mind. But they do have 2 observation decks for you to check out the waterfall. All right, let's go down to 100 meters. So we opted for the elevator. It was a pretty quick line to get the tickets. There is a little bit of a line to get on the elevator, but should go by fast. Ooh, it feels cold down here. A little chilly. More stairs.
Now, the Kegon Falls is one of the most famous waterfalls in Japan, and it's located near Lake CHUZENJI in the mountain area of Nikko. The water drops about 97 meters, so 318 feet straight down from the lake itself, creating a powerful and beautiful view. People visit the Kegon Falls to see the waterfall up close from the viewing decks, and it's especially popular in the fall when the leaves change colors. Once again, you can kind of see some of the leaves changing, but not all of them. And then in the winter, when parts of the waterfall freeze, it also is super popular. It's considered one of Japan's most stunning natural sights.
We've got our food. Let's see how it is. We're gonna have some fries, a dumpling, a croquette, and these are sweet rice cakes with soy sauce. We're gonna try the croquette. This is really good. Apparently, this is a bestseller, so I can see why. It's good, according to the sign. Look at that. It has some sort of veggies inside. Someone described it as like a potato, and he's totally right. It's like a mashed potato with like, it seems like cabbage. Oh, that's good. The next one is the pork steamed bun. This is really good.
Nice and soft.
Okay, everything was super good. I think the gyoza croquette was the best one. The steamed bun was good, but I don't know, kind of basic. And the fries were really good. They were fresh, so they were really, really hot, and they add a little bit of salt. It hits the spot with like everything else. Now, it's time for this one. This is a fried rice cake snack covered with sweet soy sauce on a stick. So we were advised not to eat the stick. That's really good. It's like, I don't know, it has hints of like a plantain flavor. With like the seaweed. I don't know, it's pretty good.
Kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's like sweet and savory. All right, we're gonna eat and go here. Oh, that is so sweet. The soy kind of doesn't taste like soy. It tastes like salt. Oh, there's a hint of soy there. Never mind. But it's still good. There's no directions, but our tour guide did say we have to clap twice, ring the bell, and make a wish, say a prayer, think thoughts, happy thoughts, things that you want to happen in your life. I'm not sure how this works, but I think you come in and then you ring the bell. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Clap
twice and make a wish. Wish accomplished. We wished. So, hopefully it'll come true. We shall see. We shall find out. Surprisingly, everything was really good here. I mean, I think this place is a solid 8 out of 10, you know? They have the cool waterfall. They have great food. The food is really good. And it just feels very peaceful, tranquil, like it's really nice. We got super lucky because some of the leaves are changing. Not a lot of them, but still, we got that fall feel. And for a Saturday, it's really not that busy. It could be worse.
Now, our last stop was the TOSHOGU Shrine, and it's a very famous and very ornate shrine. It was built to honor Tokugawa Ieyasu, an important leader in Japanese history, and hopefully I pronounced that right. If not, it's alright. This is why subtitles are amazing. The shrine is really known for its colorful buildings, detailed carvings, and you get to see the most famous carving, which is their see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkeys. Many visitors come to just see the art, history, and it's a very peaceful atmosphere. It was originally built in 1617, and then it later expanded to the grand shrine that you see today. And something that makes this shrine unique is that unlike many Japanese shrines that are simple and made out of wood, Nikkō Tōshō-gū is famous for being very colorful and decorated with gold leaf and detailed carvings. So it makes it very, very unique, and it's one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites listings for the historic monuments of ancient Nikko, and it's one of the most important shrines in Japan and a major cultural and historical landmark. There are so many Japanese people visiting this shrine. It's kind of insane. You don't really see a lot of other tourists. It's a lot of locals and it's just Japanese people visiting it.
Wow, so some advice. Get the tickets beforehand because we got very, very lucky. This is the line. This is so long. You don't want to waste your time here. You guys, it's like Disney. They have a little sign for you to start the line. And this is how long it is. So we got extremely lucky. We finished the shrine / temple, because it's both. And now we are on our way down to the infamous bridge here in Nikko. It is quite a walk, so be prepared, but you definitely do have time to check it out with the tour bus. But it is beautiful. It's so green. There's the infamous bridge. We're so close. The stairs are the way to go because that is pretty steep and you get tired. Here it is. So in order to go on this bridge, you do have to pay a fee. It's really not a lot. How much was it? Like 200? 300. 300 yen, so it's not too much, but I think it's worth it. You're already out here, might as well do it.
And this was the last location on our tour. After this, we went back to the bus, but I do want to add a little note. Through this tour that we booked, you have the option of not getting the TOSHOGU shrine tickets and getting them. If you are interested in going into the shrine, book it through the tour because the line can get super long, as you saw. We got lucky that when we got there, it was very short compared to that. So you don't want to be stuck in a long line where you're just wasting time because, as we know with tour buses, your time is very limited. Make sure to book through the tour bus and that way you're good to go. But we finished the night at a restaurant that our tour guide recommended. It was delicious. It was very much local. We were the only tourists in there, but we loved it. We love going to local places that are truly, truly local and not tourist traps. After dinner, we ended up going to the Golden Gai. Now, the Golden Gai is awesome. If you are into nightlife, definitely go here. It's a small, famous nightlife area in Shinjuku, and it's made up of narrow alleys filled with tiny bars. And these bars are so unique. They are all different. Many of the bars only see a few people, which makes the experience feel cozy and really, really unique. Visitors go there really to explore the different themes of the bars, meet people from around the world, and experience a more old-style side of Tokyo's nightlife. We met people from Australia, we met people from Norway, we ended the night at this karaoke bar. It was a complete blast, so definitely check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep a lookout for more. We will definitely have another video next Sunday. So like always, remember to dream big, be brave, and explore life. Until next time. Mwah.